Baba, this week there's a broad topic, personal effort, grace at Satsanga. So if I could start by asking Babaji, early in Yoga Vasistha, there's a short statement, in the whole of creation, there is no force more powerful than personal effort in the present. Could Babaji please speak about that?
Yeah. You see, mind, what we call mind, is actually you, means every individual. That is one of the most powerful in this world. I have told mind is the powerhouse for everyone to live in this world, provided if it can be kept concentrated, not diluted, and that will be non-corrupted. So such a mind can help you to go back to your real self. That is the priority, that's what it must be said, going back to the self. Now in the name of mind, we are wandering with imagination, scattered and spinning. All the 24 hours, mind is imagining about this world and its own imaginations, building up stories, but it cannot imagine about itself or the self. To go back to the self, the mental strength is important. That mind, if it becomes strong, means if it can become concentrated, not scattered, the more you can concentrate it, which happens by practicing the silence of the mind. That is the essence of meditation's first step. Trying to practice to remain quiet. When we just always ask you, just watch in between eyebrows and do not engage in any other activities. No recognition, no analyzation, no judgments, nothing. Whatever is, whether good or bad, you don't bother. It is your mind which tells a thing as a good, a certain thing as a bad. So for you it is bad, for somebody else it might be good. So the world is like that. If you don't get involved, just remain as a witness during meditation, so your mind gives up its habits of chatterbox, always getting engaged with its own imaginations, and it talks to itself, it builds a story to itself. So thus it becomes diluted, scattered, and spins. However, if this can be kept concentrated, that can happen only when the mind becomes silent. When it is silent, it becomes concentrated. So then it can take you back. As I have told, if the mind becomes concentrated, it starts going to its origin, the ultimate truth, the divine. If it is into imagination, it is away from the self, in illusion, and always involved into imaginations. So this is what has happened just now. Because of this, mind is experiencing both dualities, good and bad, right and wrong, happiness and unhappiness. All these things is happening simply because of imaginations. A certain thing, if it imagines as good, then it becomes happy. A certain thing, if it imagines as bad, then it becomes unhappy. It gets fearful, stressful. All these things happen. That's what that mind can be the most powerful in this world. For this purpose only, Purushartha word was used by the ancient sages. Purushartha means self-efforts. For the same thing in Bhagavad Gita, Shri Krishna tells, Atman means addressing to the mind only. They all are same, and different times, different functionaries we address in different way. The same thing is Atman, but when it imagines, we call it as mind. So here Atman is Atman's best friend, Shri Krishna tells. And Atman is Atma's worst enemy. That means, in simple words, you can be your best friend if you utilize your energies to achieve the top, highest, permanent. So you are your best friend, you can achieve. This power is there in you. That is what is Purushartha, means you have to put efforts, understanding the technique by the teachings of the Master and sitting at the lotus feet of Master, you have to learn and practice. While practicing, you require dedication, discipline and patience. That's when the Purushartha comes into effect. Your efforts to achieve means you put in all your strength to achieve. Just like you have $10,000, you might use $1.50 something for a bread. But if you need a big thing, a permanent thing, you might put all your $10,000 into stake. Like here also, your mental energies. To live in this world, a little concentration, you achieve so many things. You are able to acquire knowledge and wisdom of this world. You become a doctor, you become an engineer, you become this and that, so many things. You are able to earn a livelihood, you can buy a car, a home, and you earn your livelihood. All these things happen. But this is all that we are looking for. Because in spite of earning all these things, if you look into human beings, they are still stressed about. The stress is there, fear is there. So that's because they does not know the right path to achieve the topmost thing, permanent. Like very peculiarly, this used to come to me. If the happiness is there, it must be there at all times, 12 months, 24 hours. Why is that it is not there? Is there something wrong in me or something wrong in the world? When we understand this, then if we go for that, Purushartha, that is the Purushartha, means dedicate, we put all powers of ours into the stake. Like in a war zone, in a battlefield, a soldier, when he sees that the enemy is ready to kill you, cut your head, then he comes into an anger and then he goes full power, full throttle, whatever strength he had, with all the strength he goes to win that battle. So here also it is like that. A battle is between you and your mind. Your mind is troubling you. It is not allowing you to have that peace, supreme peace at all times. So if you put an effort, that is what is Purushartha, that is spoken here.
Thank you, Babaji. Babaji, if that silence, if that peace is the mind's natural state, why does it take an effort to attain it?
Because it has picked up wrong habits. Since time immemorial, it has become habitual and has come out of its natural habitat of remaining quiet and at peace. So it is imagining. So when it's imagining, it should have been able to stop once that imagination is over. Imagination we can call in other words as creativity, to live in this world, to achieve something, to become a champion or to become well knowledgeable, all these things. We want to earn a livelihood. For that, we need an education. We need something to learn. The more that we learn, we can earn better and we can live more comfortably perhaps. But while doing so, we have forgotten to come back or become quiet once the job is over. Like from day one, I have given this example only. You have taken out your car, you are driving, and you have forgotten to bring it to a halt and you are bewildered, you don't know what to do now. So like that it has happened. Continuously you are simply driving and driving and driving. So now it is threatening. what will happen type of thing. So that is what is happening for the mind also. After the job is done, we should have kept it into the habit of becoming quiet once the thinking is over. It is meant for imagination, creative. But that job is over, we should become quiet. But mind doesn't become quiet. It goes into further imaginations all the time. So which gets converted into cravings. So that is what has happened. So thus it has become habitual to these wrong things. To rectify that is the uphill task. All masters who have come to this world who could achieve, understand, they struggle to teach the students. Every now and then, again and again, they repeat. Just watch in between eyebrows. Sit down peacefully. Keep your back and neck straight. Gently close your eyes. Watch in between eyebrows by focusing the attention of mind and sight. Do not imagine anything. So like this, the master keeps instructing every day. Anybody who can catch this technique, God, this is what the master wanted me to do. All that I'm supposed to do is just watching. Because the mind keeps analyzing, it wants to show its own intelligence. What happens if I'm just watching? Will it be successful or will it give me something else? It doubts the master's teachings. So you need to have faith, because that is the psychology. If you get involved into the arguments, once in a while you can ask a question. When you ask a question, you must know asking that question is a privilege and once in a chance that you get. That should not go waste. It should not be simply for sake of let people, 150 people watch me asking a question. Not for that purpose. It should be meaningful. When you ask a question and the master answers, you catch hold of it. And that's it. That doubt should go and you are into the job. So if it is not done, it doesn't happen. You are again bewildered, again come back with the things. I'm unable to concentrate my mind and sight. Oh master, what should I do? How do I think? Then master had to find some other psychological sentence to tell him, you do like this one, you do like this. Then some master said, you chant this mantra, let us see whether your mind can remain concentrated onto the mantra. So like that. So then that becomes an ego. They start arguing. My master said that I have to chant the mantra. He said that you cannot obtain self-realization by just watching in between eyebrows. Some people argue like that. I said, your master was never realized at all. That's when he said this one. If he had been realized, he would have understood. The two important things. The first basic thing is make your mind concentrated. Means instead of having million thoughts, try to stick to one thought. Then slowly you can practice to become silent so that the mind goes introvert to itself. This is what needs to be done. If the master has not understood this point, then the master is not self-realized. He is simply egoistic that he wants you to chant only that mantra that is given by the master. But actual yogi will not tell, okay, any name you want to do, you do it. That's no problem. Whatever appeals to you. I don't have any mantra owning. I do not own any property or any mantra that you chant only this thing, I am giving you this mantra. That's all. Like Swamiji used to initiate as a friend. He never claimed ownership for this technique. The patenting, all these things were unknown in those days. He simply went on initiating whoever came. There was no owning system, was not there. So like that, you go like that one, and that is the real master.
Thank you, Babaji. Babaji, in that answer, touched on something. If one puts in efforts, is there a danger you'll develop a false spiritual pride?
False spiritual pride.
Yes, Babaji. That I'm very great, I've achieved something.
What I was trying to tell, if you are narrow-minded And if you are unable to learn from your master also, if the master also is narrow-minded, then he might tell you, oh, you have to chant only this thing, nothing else. It is just the masters used to teach so that you don't become distracted here and there, today a little bit here, little bit there. Just stick to one mantra. That was the idea basically. Maybe self-realized masters also would have told in earlier days, but the student can misunderstand. No, this is the only mantra my master said. And then when he teaches, he will teach only that mantra. We don't do that one. I teach this definitely meditation technique. But if anybody tells me many times, many people come with many ideas. Can I meditate like this? Oh, no problem, you meditate. Along with that, you meditate this also. Then see which one suits you and you go ahead like that. There's nothing. You are not going to give me the world just by practicing the technique that I am passing it on you. You have to achieve it is for yourself. It is yours. So like that. So this is what happens many times. But this is what a person can become egoistic with one technique. So it should not be like that. You just understand the basic concept. Basic concept is either you are able to make the mind quiet on its own, like just if you are watching in between eyebrows, you can make that on its own. There is no chant of mantra, no target to watch, nobody to remember, nothing. You are just trying to become quiet. That is the one bewildered thing for many people. Many people come with. What will come? What can I achieve just by watching? Like that, simply watching. Will God come? How can I call God? Do I have to call by name or by form? Like this type of hundreds of doubts keep coming. Nothing. Actual God you don't know. You have imagination in one particular form or one particular name and you expect only that thing. Do not expect. God can come in any form. It's up to Him. But He is beyond all such things. So if you just become quiet, you'll get to see that divinity that is all pervaded will be possible. So these are some of the points we keep try to teach.
Thank you, Baba. Babaji, if we talk about grace in a Western concept, we are speaking of something that's a divine blessing. It's a gift which is not earned. It's not because of efforts. Is that what Babaji means when he uses that term grace?
No, a grace is earned by putting an effort. Whether you pray or you meditate, then the grace descends. Your efforts and the grace goes together. They are interconnected to each other. So when you put an effort, then grace also descends. For this, in Bhakti Marga also, many people, many teachers teach like this. You take 2 steps, God will come to you 10 steps. Some effort has to happen. But people very often I have seen when they ask a question, they expect that they don't have to do anything, simply grace has to descend. They come, oh master, please touch my head and give me something. That idiot, I can give you 10 rupees. What will you do with that 10 rupees? You have to earn, man. You have to earn. Just like if your father gives you some money, then you increase it by investing in the business. Like that, your guru gives you this technique. He blesses you, the grace comes. That doesn't mean that you don't have to do anything and you can keep eating masala dosas and just the grace comes and makes you self-realized. Things doesn't happen like that. You have to put an effort because this one fundamental thing all of you need to understand. It is your mind which has gone out of control. It is your mind which is into chatterbox. Isn't it? All the 150 people sitting here, ask this question to yourself. It is your mind which has become a chatterbox and you need to stop that mind. Then the realization comes. The self is revealed when the mind becomes quiet. For that, you have to put effort. When you put effort, The grace of the Guru comes, that descends. Very first thing that a Guru has come in front of you and is talking to you and giving the technique, that is the grace. So now the rest you do it. Grace has already descended. So what else do you need? Self-realization is not a chocolate that the Guru gives you. This is the self-realization. You keep it with you all the time. And then you tell, oh God, so my master gave me self-realization. It is in my pocket all the time. That is not self-realization. It is the awareness of your real self. Consciousness of existence. Your attention to yourself. For this you have to practice. The master is giving you technique. He is taking an initiative. All the way coming, sitting with you all at 5 o'clock India time and making you all to sit for 1 hour meditation. The instructions are given. This is what you do in the meditation. After that, to enhance that and inspire you, we discuss 1 hour more in the form of question and answers about these topics, what you have to achieve, what it means a grace. So like this, if the grace has to come, then why did God create this world? He could finish the world and give self-realization to everybody. So go and ask God, why don't you do this one? If anybody knows God, they can go and ask. God is not available like that. He doesn't come in front of anyone like that. He tells, okay, first you put in effort, get rid of your imaginations, bloody fool. Practice concentration, silence your mind, then I will see what I can do for you. So that effort can bring in grace that is miraculous. There is no particular definition for grace actually, in fact, finally. We can go on discussing. It's a wide subject. So many things, many people consider this, that, luck favoring, grace of the divine, anything. But if you consider everything as a grace, that's what they need to consider. They said, why the grace is not descending? I tell them immediate, a grace has already come, a master has come in front of you and he is talking to you. He is putting all his energies to make you understand what you are supposed to do. That is the grace, is it not the grace? The grace is already there. The first grace comes and then you start something. You also learn. Okay, next question.
Babaji sometimes describes people as being receptive. Are there certain qualities you can associate with a person who is receptive?
Remaining focused when the master teaches. Remember Ashtavakra Samhita? That's what Ashtavakra demands from King Janaka. And even to Nachiketa also, Yamadharmaraja said this, when I narrate, only once I narrate about this Atman, and you should absorb the truth. Don't ask me question. To Nachiketa, he didn't even allow him to ask a question again. Just observe when I tell you one. Means that much of attention has to be there. That is the master demand. If you don't pay attention, it's not my problem. One time I will go on narrating the truth. That final truth, that ultimate truth, that Atman, which is the rarest of rare things. Not every master can give that one. Not every master can talk. Not everybody can talk. They can talk what the books have written, and from the book, whatever they understand, they talk. But the master gives only clues how to settle into that self. So like that you have to go. The master gives instructions. So you have to pay attention when the master says. Many times people are so restless and excited. They ask a question and they don't have patience to listen to my answer. They start talking again and again. So they don't listen to what I say. That I have to pull them up. Wait a moment. Don't be in error. Once you have asked this question, Now let me answer to this. When I'm answering, remain focused, pay attention. This is the first and foremost important thing when the master teaches. If you are attentive, then your mind becomes receptive, means it absorbs the teachings quickly. This is what is the master telling. I have to become quiet. The student understands now it is me who has to become quiet. And I close the eyes, just I have to be quiet, that's all. And he learns, the student learns. But if ego prevents, that can delay. Many such advanced students have delayed because of their ego and foolishness, not surrendering to the master. That's why apart from being attentive, surrender to the master also is necessary. If you are surrendered, you will have the reverence that is required. If you have the reverence, you won't allow your attention to go here and there. Whatever the master tells, you will be glued to his teachings. Then you become receptive. So all these are connected to each other. You pay attention, you surrender, you become a good student. When the master talks, you don't talk. And you don't keep talking all the time. Let the master talk. And you listen. And then become quiet like that. So many people don't learn at all. Same questions keep coming, but they don't learn because they don't have patience to pay attention when I answer the question.
Thank you, Baba. We wanted also to touch on Satsangam, Baba. Could Baba please explain what he means when he uses the term Satsanga?
Sat is for the ultimate truth, the truth. Anybody who can discuss about that Sat, about the truth, can give you Satsanga. Sangha is the company. So if you can remain in the company of such a person who knows what the Sat is, that is the Sat. So that can be called equivalent to Tapas. Adi Shankara says, real Satsanga is when you pay attention and learn from the master. And the master teaches. The company of the self-realized master is the Satsanga. Otherwise also many teachers explain so many things. Anybody who is noble, good, talk about God, all noble qualities, human value, so it is Satsanga, can be considered. But the highest Satsanga is the one who can talk to you about the ultimate truth. When you are really interested about the ultimate truth, when you can remain focused, then you are doing the right Satsanga.
Thank you, Baba. And is Satsanga a form of sadhana?
It can, definitely, because when you apply your mind and remain focused to the teachings or talks of the master, so you are doing the satsanga. So by that attention, paying attention, your mind is becoming more and more single pointed. It gives up its attention to 100,000 things. Here, there, that, this, and nothing comes. So that's what the famous thing we all have discussed. The Mahabharata, all archers failed when they explained, I can see the parrot, I can see the tree, I can see the sky. Like this, when they went on telling, the master was not happy. And finally Arjuna said, I can see just the throat of the parrot. And he tells, your aim is the perfect, shoot the arrow now. He shoots. So that is the aim. Perfect concentration is what it is. That is very important. So that is what the practice that one has to do. So it means when you are able to concentrate to the teachings of the master, you won't be able to notice anything that is next to you or surrounding to you, who is coming and who is going into the hall. it becomes difficult. And you have to stop talking, and then I have to see who has come, why do they have come, what do they need. Then again I have to come. I cannot concentrate on both the things. So like that, that is the concentration power. When you have practiced that one, so your mind doesn't get diluted, it cannot give attention to anything else. It remains in itself.
Thank you, Baba. Babaji, many people will talk about how when they're in Babaji's physical presence, their mind settles and their questions go away. Can we have that same experience when we're not in Babaji's physical presence?
Slowly, if you practice and cultivate such devotion, start feeling the master with you always, because the master is all pervaded. And you have to practice that one, cultivate, try to see and see. Then slowly you will feel the presence of the master all the time. Then your concentration can be saved and all thoughts will vanish. Same thing. Slowly you have to cultivate, you have to practice. If naturally that love for the master comes, then you won't be able to forget the master. Whether he is physically in front of you, online or not, you will feel that he is sitting with you all the time. He is watching, he is talking to you, he is answering your question. All these things come. So then you are able to overcome such effects which are disturbing. So you will experience the same thing as if he is in presence, that your thoughts will all wash away, that will all go, and you can practice meditation. Slowly you have to increase the devotion, not simply in this body. The master is everywhere. He is with me sitting here. He is in that. He is in this. Everywhere he is there. It is he who is giving me the teachings. It is he who is helping me to practice. Like that you have to cultivate. That is the devotional path. Enhance your experiences by thinking like that. When you think like that, these thoughts can become more stronger than the thoughts which can be disturbing. By telling that the master is not here physically, then you get disturbed. Such thoughts can be made washed away, disappear. And these thoughts become stronger, thinking that the master is sitting here, he is with me.
Thank you, Babaji. Babaji, we've had a few questions sent in on the chat. Before we take people's direct questions, could we take those questions, please?
Yeah, yes.
Thank you, Baba. The first question is from Prayesh. He speaks about how Ramana Maharishi's mother didn't complete tapas in her life, but in her final dying moments, Shri Ramana used his grace and power and confirmed she had attained self-realization before she left the body. And the same thing with Lakshmi the cow at the ashram. And a special samadhi shrine was created for them both after they'd passed away. Could Babaji please discuss how they didn't complete tapas, but through Ramana's grace?
Long time with Ramana Maharishi, slowly his mother had developed a devotion, understanding that my son is not my son actually. He is a self-realized jnani. Everybody worship him. So she had developed that devotion. So when the final moments came, Ramana Maharshi, she was lucky and he could be there personally. She had become so receptive, just by touching also, her mind became totally composed at peace. She enjoyed that serenity in us. The Atman enjoyed the serenity and remained in itself. It had no experience of the body surrounding, not even Ramana Maharshi sitting in the body also it did not experience. It experienced the self as Ramana Maharshi. Like that, she could achieve. So this happened in a processed way, not suddenly one day that any guru do a sankalpa and gives it like that. Even if the student is not ready, that doesn't happen. She was also ready as a student. The cloth was dry. That's why the laundryman could iron it properly, like that. So that is what is important. About Lakshmi also same. One of the rarest of rare cases that we have read in historically, Ramana Maharishi's Lakshmi cow. It was totally quiet and so peaceful always. It could get into that one. By the presence of Ramana Maharshi was always composed at peace. So he touched it. It has also become receptive. So now, with the master touching and the student becoming receptive, both are equally important. Not simply whatever is the student is that the master gives, doesn't happen. Now another question for some intellectuals might arise. For Ramana Maharshi, who was the mother and who was not the mother? All devotees there were his mother. If he could have given, if he wanted to give everybody dying, he could have gone and touched and went on giving self-realization, mukti, then nobody would have wanted to meditate at all. So things doesn't happen. The student also becomes receptive by a long time devotional practice. That inclination comes, then only this clicks. So it has to be done. The bread needs to be put into the oven properly, then it becomes crispy, then you apply the butter and eat it. So all things go together.
Thank you, Baba. There is also a question that's been sent in by Sukanya. She sends her pranams and asks, how do we know when we have put in enough effort and when to surrender and let go and let God carry on? How do we know what is divine will versus my own egotistic will?
You see, the highest is when your mind becomes quiet. That means your sadhana is very fruitful. You are achieving that peace within, and automatically the awareness turns to itself. So that's what Ramana Maharshi also said. When you observe from where the eye is coming, your mind gets absorbed there. That is the tapas. Here also I keep talking about the consciousness of existence. No? So when you mentally become quiet, automatically your attention goes to that consciousness of existence. You will feel that you exist all the time, but there are no thoughts who it is, what it is. So that is how these things all get turned into.
Thank you, Baba. Babaji, that's all the questions that have been sent by people on the chat. There are some people who have raised their hands, if Babaji will have time for that.
Yeah, few questions we will take.
Yes, Pranam Babaji. Pranam.
Yes.
Yes, my question is Babaji, or both the questions are on truth only. Sat. My question first is like we have one slogan in India, Satyam Shivam Sundaram. So
In
can you
solar.
Satyam Shiva, slogan like Satyam Shivam Sundaram. So please, can you talk about this Satyam Shivam Sundaram? Expound it. Satyam here is truth.
Shivam, listen, now you answer. I'll answer and listen to that. Satyam is the truth of existence. Shivam is, which is nishcheshtit, total thoughtlessness, all pervaded. And that is the most beautiful thing.
And the Sundaram is the whole beautiful thing, right?
Yeah, the most beautiful.
Okay. Thank you, Babaji. And my second question is like at one point in my life, I had started thinking that if I somehow, I don't know why, I got the idea if I'll speak only truth all the time, I will gain God. Somehow I will realize God. from maybe some text I read it, or maybe somehow I gained it, or I assumed the idea. Is it true that if some person speaks truth all the time, he can realize God or experience the God, something like that?
You see, reading hundreds of books, today you come into this book and you start doing this, and tomorrow you go to another book and try to do that, then finally you become jack of all and master of none. Whatever you speak, it is important that your mind has to become quiet for self-realization. That is the one criteria important. So if you talk truth, you will feel satisfied that you spoke the truth. Then your mind is likely to become receded. Then that will help eventually for a self-realization. But you have to do some sadhana also of keeping it quiet.
Yes. Thank you, Babaji. Pranam. Pranam, Babaji.
Pranam, Babaji, may I ask a question,
Yes.
please? Thank
Yes.
you. You spoke about grace, and you also spoke about watching. I always thought that to attain grace, you needed, a personal deity or a mantra. Now, simply by watching and observing without any, imagination or any mantra, how does the grace unfold in that way, please?
You see, the divine is all pervaded. These things you all have read in books also, omnipotent, omnipresent. Because of the all pervadedness, it is beyond form and formlessness. So whatever the space that you see is nothing but the divine. So your mind also, when it becomes quiet, you will see that that mind is a space, empty space type from one point of view, because you have defined like that. But it's not actually empty space, it is the consciousness of existence. Then when it realizes that all pervadedness also, it is able to experience and thus obtains the grace. The grace of the divine is all pervaded, not in one form actually.
Thank you. Thank you.
Kodi pranams, Babaji.
Okay, yes.
Babaji, I have two questions. The first one is I saw in a video where you spoke about the mind purging while we do the meditation and tapas. So the doubt is that there are many people who do they chant mantras for several hours, and uh, can that also be considered tapas, and the mind will purge and it will attain silence, or should eventually everyone go to silence? That is the first question, Babaji.
I will answer the first one. Eventually, everybody has to go to the silence of the mind. A mantra chant is like a preliminary round practice to make the mind single pointed instead of having millions of thoughts. It remains concentrated. Finally, it abandons that also, becomes silent. Then only it can go introvert and merge with the self. So this is important. So that's why, though we respect all sadhanas are equal, our Guru obtained this technique by the manifestation of divine Shiva, who came as a Jangama sage, and we pass it on to everyone. If one can practice this, directly you become silent and go introverted, like directly getting recruited as an officer. However, if you have any inclination to chant any mantra, anything, you can continue. That will also be helpful to keep your mind at least single pointed instead of running here and there. So that is the effect of this mantras and the silence. Next question.
So, Babaji, I feel very blessed that you have come into my life, and is there any way I can where can I come and see you? I am in Chennai actually, so to seek your blessings, like where can I come and see you, sit with you like that?
You see, I have an ashram in South India, about 90 kilometers west of Bangalore on Tirupati highway. From Chennai by road, it is about 3.5 to 4 hours journey. And the trains also come to Bangarpet, and Mulbagal is the nearest town. And if you go to website srby.org, it has some phone numbers of my brother who is looking after the ashram. If you contact him, he will guide you how to come there when I am there. The dates also you can know. At that time you can visit for a couple of days, like Saturday, Sunday you can come, visit and go will be possible.
Very blessed, Babaji. Once again, Koti pronouns to your lotus feet. Thank you so much.
My blessing. Take care.
Pranav Babaji.
Yes, my blessing.
Babaji, after a long time I am seeing you. And Babaji, I have been initiated by you. Directly I came to you and initiated. To whom
Right.
I should take as a guru, Babaji or Shivabalayogi? This my
Actually, this is your choice. Whomever you have inclination, both are same. You can take Shivabalayogi as your guru, no problem. As a friend, I can always be there to help you.
Because I saw in YouTube Shivabalayogi teachings, and then only I came to JP Nagar Ashram and met you, Babaji.
Right.
And
Right.
to whom I should take as a guru or master, that is my
So
doubt.
you take Shivabalayogi as your guru. That is good.
Thank you, Babaji.
Pranam Babaji. So my question is, while we sit for meditation, is there any specific hand mudra do we have to hold?
Simply, if you keep it like this, would be enough, good enough. Simple mudra. There are so many mudras are there. If you read such books and understand, that helps in the nervous system. So you can practice different mudras also. But for meditation, there is no one type of mudra that is necessary to follow. In our Guru Parampara, we just teach you to keep like this here on your laps. You keep it like that and then practice.
Okay, so is it okay? It is okay to experiment with the mudras, right? The basic
Yes,
ones.
you can try that one. That will be helpful because they are
Yes.
all connected to the nervous systems. That is how evolved. So you can learn more and experiment also, and then try to meditate silently. No harm in it.
Okay. Thank you, Babaji.
Yeah.
Babaji, on the topic of silencing the mind, because the mind is stuck in imaginations and in habits since time immemorial, satsanga, self-effort, everything will, whenever we make effort, it will slowly and gradually, very, sometimes very slowly, uh, change our habits. And sometimes, if we are very quick to grasp, the habits can be converted. My question is, is patience when trying to make in the sadhana, patience on the mind, being gentle, consistently working, is that also a self effort which will grant grace?
Yeah, definitely. Patience will pay rich dividends. It's like a virtue. If you have the patience, the mind recedes and remains as quiet as possible. It doesn't get into scattered or excited or thrilled. So then you have patience, it cools down. So that will be very helpful.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
you.